I'm in Kaeng Krachan National Park again with a large troop of stump-tailed macaques, probably the same one that I have filmed on several previous occasions in this area, and they are feasting on some fruits that have fallen from the trees above. Just look at that one in the middle there that appears to have lost a lot of its hair. I saw several individuals like this, and I'll come back to that later. This one has come up into the trees to get at the fruits there. But now we see another plant that has attracted these macaques to this area. This is a highly invasive legume that was introduced into much of Africa and Asia as animal fodder. The seeds are nutritious and rich in protein, but they can also be toxic if eaten in large quantities. The tree is known by many names, including white lead tree. Clearly, though, the beans are an important food source for these macaques, and they appear to relish them. Plenty of macaques are eating other kinds of fruit, though, one of the benefits of having a wide variety of plants available. One of the toxic effects of white lead tree is alopecia, or hair loss, and you will see many rather white adults in this clip that appear to have that condition, like the one I mentioned at the beginning. Fascinating to see how these macaques stoop to drink in this way. And here, these three clearly deferring to the newcomers. These stump-tailed macaques have a hierarchy, with an alpha male and an alpha female. Despite the toxic effect, it is simply too nutritious and perhaps too delicious to pass by. This infant has gone all floppy in the heat of the day. I know the feeling very well. I didn't see any really young ones drinking from the pool. Perhaps they don't need to do so until they are weaned. Another very young one here, wobbling along behind Mum. This is the one road that comes into the park and leads to the two campsites, and is often a great place to observe wildlife from safely. Back to the water pool and salt lick, and we can see that these macaques are actually eating the soil, a behavior known as geophagy. This can be a way to obtain salts and minerals, but it is also often used to ameliorate the effects of toxins in the diet. Well, there is some serious grooming, bonding, and hierarchical behavior going on here. Oh, what a picture! With the leaves blowing down and the side lighting on that female in the middle. This could be a Vermeer. Who's got time for grooming while there's still food to be eaten? This was very interesting for me. I have often seen birds, especially bulbuls, feeding on this shrub. The fruits are very small, but for this individual at least, it seems to be worthwhile. Back to the salt lick, and we can see again these macaques picking up and consuming pieces of soil. At night, gaur and elephant come here to drink and feed in this way too. Look at the cheek pouches on this one. Absolutely stuffed with food for eating later. And some very interesting behavior here. I assumed when this large macaque came charging out that perhaps she was the mother reclaiming her infant from a female relative. Look how the first female is lip smacking. But no, this is a large male, perhaps the alpha male, and for whatever reason he has decided that he wants this infant with him at this time. Still plenty of fruit on the ground for this big male, which is good, as it looks like he has had too many of the legume beans already. The day is getting hot and more macaques are making their way down to the pool. But this group just aren't able to tear themselves away from this literal windfall.